storms have produced really has been quite impressive out there for us. We've got a couple of videos to show you of the hail that was coming down. This was some hail actually captured by our storm tracker, Kelly Williamson. Look, he's driving through it. And look at that, really coming down out there. Doesn't look like it's very large hail, maybe in the order of maybe around P, maybe a little larger than that, but it is a lot.
It is a lot, and Alex, large enough to really cause some damage to your car. I believe there have already been reports on social media of people taking cover under bridges and shelters to get out of this, and because this hail threat really has been significant over the past week, and we're already ahead of the game as far as the year goes in terms of our severe threats with hail and wind.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I mean, look at this. This is a windshield. Smashed. You got huge, massive holes in it there for you. There's another big hole. You can see right through it there. You got dents there on the roof. And again, this is all thanks to some pretty large hailstones that were coming down out there.
Exactly. I mean, look at this. You could cracks on the windshield. I mean, this is a situation you don't want to be involved in, right?
No.
Like, I mean, and this is again that threat for hail continuing all throughout the day. But look, you're trying to get the windshield wipers going, but I mean,
it's useless.
It's useless. The screen is already cracked by that point.
And we saw some pictures and even some video of people trying to sort of seek shelter from those hailstones going under underpasses, which of course is not recommended at all because you're backing up traffic there. But I mean, you can understand they don't want that damage from stones like that.
Right. So if you can see this right here in the middle, this is a tennis ball. Okay. Look at the size of this hail next to this tennis ball. That is huge, unbelievable. I mean, I would probably be wanting to find shelter too. Not gonna lie.
Absolutely. I mean, but you have these huge stones showing up, but look, there's some smaller ones there surrounding it. So it's not that you get all the stones the same size. You get a variety here, and that's what we saw in Argyle, Texas here. This is on a Facebook post. And again, we saw stones like this all across the board. Of course, the big question is, how do you get stones that size?
Exactly. When you have hail in that range, clearly you need very strong updrafts. The updraft speed in the storm that helps cause this. And we're kind of in this range, right? That picture right there. So we're talking 80-mile-per-hour updrafts. I mean, that's not a joke.
No.
That's pretty fast.
Not at all. And then as you continue to increase that updraft speed, you can get larger hailstones. So there you have it, a 3-inch hail size. What is determined? It's one of those things we've been talking about here. Teacup size. Why teacup?
I'm not too sure. Yeah, I guess we need to find a ball that's in between baseball and softball size, but teacup is the thing, so maybe just let's take a look at it.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. If you have suggestions on what we could do that besides teacup, please let us know. Let us know on Twitter or Facebook. I'll be interested to hear your thoughts. All right, Mark, that threat for these.
It's not done, and tornadoes are one of the biggest threats from these storms. At times this week, a 40% chance in some locations for seeing tornadoes.
And meteorologist Alex Wilson is going to walk us through the safest places to seek shelter in any house when tornadoes.
That is true, and you know what? Unfortunately, many of you have had to put all those kind of safe spots in use already as the year has gotten off to a gangbuster start when it comes to severe weather, especially tornadoes.
Yeah, not even tornadoes, but also severe weather threats, you know, just in general, have also been off to a very busy start. So it's been an active 2017, to say the least.
This is the tornado trend in particular. This red line is where we are this year. And, you know, we're only just a third of the way into the year. 379 reports of tornadoes. The average year to date is 193. So we're basically at double the pace. And on top of that, it's not just about the number of tornadoes, it's how frequently we've seen these active days.
Exactly. I mean, just looking at the number of reports here, I mean, 743 reports on the 1st of March, 428 on the 9th. Again, this is well ahead of where we would expect to be at this point in March. I mean, we have not even hit the peak yet of severe season.
Yeah, the average March day has 37 reports. So when we're talking reports in the hundreds, that is a big severe day for this time of year. And unfortunately, it has led to deaths. Bit of a complicated map here. This top line is this year, at least preliminary numbers. This is where we were last year, which wound up being the second lowest. So these numbers are really low. And then this is the average down at the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. And so we're unfortunately already at a 24. And the average here is 75.
For the whole year.
For the whole year.
Right.
And so, again, we're already well ahead of where we were last year. And, again, unfortunately, that threat continuing today and into the week.
On average, through February, which is where we've gone basically for the preliminary numbers, only 9. and we have 24 deaths this year. So we hope those numbers can somehow drop off, stay low, no more big severe events, or at least none that cause any loss of life. But as we've been talking about, the ramp up really starts now.
Exactly.
Into March, the end of
Yes.
March, into April and May. Those are the big time severe days traditionally.
Yes, no, so typically moving between the months of March and April, the amount of tornadoes nearly doubles.
Yeah.
I mean, it really starts picking up. And then by the time that we hit May, we hit our maximum. So we are right on the brink of that beginning to the severe beginning, really, but we're kind of already there.
Exactly. Exactly. And then, of course, that threat, as we've been talking about, is not done today. It continues into tonight. We know the risks are higher at night. Less people are aware. There's less ways to get your warnings. Use this as your early warning.